We are not a hate group. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or black militia group. Israel United in Christ is a non-violent Bible-based movement. We do not advocate or condone any acts of violence against any race, ethnicity, or gender. We advise that if anyone hears or knows of any plots to cause harm to anyone or to break the laws of the land, you must contact the proper authorities to bring awareness to any possible threat, as stated in Leviticus chapter 5, verse 1 of the King James Bible. Hey, shalom. Most High in Christ bless. We are Israel United in Christ. And this is the
Armor God, Armor God radio show. Yes, sir. We back.
That time.
Radio show.
Keep coming with the clouds.
About to bring that fire.
Hey.
Ooh.
Hey, standing on what's left of the kingdoms of Esau.
Right.
Because the kingdom's crumbling. We got the Israelites here.
That's right.
Hey, all praises to the Most High. We got a real fire show today. We about to go in.
Yeah. So make sure you stick to your seats. Don't leave just yet.
No, don't leave yet. Get your like Bishop said, get your comfort food. You know what I'm saying? Get your health food. Get you a beverage.
Get your libations.
Yeah,
get your little manwich.
Get some manwich. Hey, I'm your host today, Officer Rayuel, in the studio.
Officer Jeremiah Olan.
Officer Nahum. Officer Mishael.
Officer Issachar.
Officer Menahem.
All praises.
Hey, even though that's not authentic, I'm sorry. I still like the clapping.
No, it's authentic.
I like it.
Those are real people we have in the bottle.
Yeah, you're not supposed to tell nobody that.
What is our topic today?
Yes, sir. That's for the topic is today 40,000 plus deaths in earthquakes and strange sightings in the skies.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
boy.
official right there.
Oh, boy. Matter of fact, that sounds real good. Repeat that one more time.
One more time.
Just what?
Yes, sir. 40,000 plus deaths in earthquakes and strange sightings in the skies.
Wow.
We're going to find out. We're going to learn today what them sightings are and what they are not.
Right.
There's some confusion going on in the world, ain't that right?
Exactly. It is.
Biden don't know what to tell you.
He don't.
I think we shot him down. I think we got him. He let one of them pass over. It came through North Carolina. It came right by. Came through our sister school, Gastonia.
Exactly.
They'll tell Gastonia, don't shoot him. Hey, before we get into it, remember to check out our website, www.israelunite.org, www.israelunite.org. That's our website. And if you want to visit our school, we got a physical location here in Benson. Call us at 1-855-484-4842, extension 7098. That number again, a little slower, 1-855-484-4842, extension 7098. Hey, so with no further ado, let's get to the first article. Let's talk about earthquakes. Now, over there in Turkey, a lot of y'all praying for Turkey. We're going to have to deal with that too. We have to deal with the scriptures on that. Y'all praying for Turkey. And we don't,
And we ain't talking about Thanksgiving turkey.
No, we are not. We're talking about the place that got rocked.
Right.
And the body count. We're going to read about the body count. A lot of y'all, this is as of 3 hours ago. Let's read that.
3 rescued from Turkey rubble as earthquake death toll passes 45,000.
How many?
Man, 45,000.
It went up like 5,000 since the last time I seen it.
Right.
How you counting that many dead people? Shoot. That is crazy. 45,000.
I think the last time we seen numbers like that was in Haiti. Am I correct with their earthquake?
Yeah, Haiti was pretty big too. I forget the numbers on that. Can somebody look that up? What was the numbers in Haiti? I know I always compare things to 9/11.
But you got to understand, though, Haiti had multiple earthquakes at one time. So, and it was over a course of weeks.
Right.
This is like, what, 3 days? So you figure like within a week, how many bodies they're going to find?
They're still looking.
They're still looking.
They're still finding.
Absolutely.
Them. Like they said 3 rescued, but how many more dead did they count?
Right.
They just count thousands more dead. It's like we got 3, but like 1,500 over there, getting buried. Craziness.
Most High is not playing.
Yeah, we're going to have to explain it. We're going to explain it. He said, also Jeremiah said, Most High not playing.
There you go.
But you know it's Satan. It ain't Satan.
They quick to say that.
Sir.
Yeah, Chris Church always tell you, the devil did it.
That's right. Doing his work. Y'all just hold on for the Lord. That was the Lord. Let's get it real quick.
We say hold on.
Hold on for the Lord, y'all.
Make sure you sound a little bit something funny over there.
Hold on.
Let me make sure your throat's straight.
Oh, Canton spiritual.
Go to Amos 3 real quick. And we're going to read on in that article. 3 and 6, I believe.
Yes, sir.
7.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
Shall a trumpet be blown in a city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it?
Hey, how you gonna not say the Lord? God took responsibility. You know how they have terrorist attacks and be like, Al Qaeda took responsibility for the attack. The Most High takes responsibility for the earthquake in Turkey.
Right.
He said, I did it. That's how I'll do it again. The world is wicked as hell. I don't know if y'all been seeing it.
Right.
So in the Bible, he wiped out 5 cities in Sodom and Gomorrah, but he can't wipe out Turkey.
Right. Let's read on that article. We got some more on that too. We're gonna get Isaiah next. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Rescue teams pulled 3 people alive from under collapsed buildings in Turkey on Friday, 11 days after an earthquake that has killed more than 45,000, left millions homeless, and sparked a huge relief effort.
More people gonna die from the homelessness. They're gonna die from that.
Hold on.
Those injuries. Go ahead.
Can I ask a question? Do you think the president is gonna go like they did in Puerto Rico and throw toilet paper at the people?
No.
They actually gonna
Trump
get help.
did that.
They're gonna get help
They getting money.
because Puerto Rico got hit hard and they only got toilet paper.
Hey,
Trump came and threw paper towels at people.
but you know something with that? Besides the number, but it said how many million? What did it say there?
It said
left millions, not a million, left millions homeless.
Right.
And sparked a huge relief effort. So that means like their income, their sources for food.
Right.
He just flattened it all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they're worse off. You know, you look at that millions compared to that 45,000.
Right.
45,000 is a big number of lost souls. But you got millions that's going to be scraping the ground for food and resources.
Right.
And it's not going to be there.
Starving. Like ain't gonna be no power. Ain't probably no power anywhere. Moore County lost that grid a couple weeks back. They were out of power for like a good solid week.
Exactly.
So you take Turkey, everything destroyed probably. We watched whole buildings. I don't know if y'all watched the footage at home. Whole buildings collapse. Now we don't rejoice in. We're not rejoicing in the death of people.
Right. We're not.
You know, it's horrible. It could happen here, but we're gonna show you some connection. Remember the title is you talking about earthquakes, the 44,000 dead, and then there's strange sightings in the sky.
Yes, sir. It's hand in hand.
There is a connection.
A lot of people forget that they like to see. I hear people say very often that we're not quote unquote in biblical times, but we seeing biblical things happen right before our face. Right, and people say it too, Officer Jeremiah. Oh, it's got to be worse now than it was then, but they don't draw the connection for some reason.
They don't.
Right,
they don't. This stuff has happened before in the scriptures.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's read on a little more.
Mosques around the world perform absentee funeral prayers for the dead in Turkey and Syria, many of whom could not receive full burial rights given to the enormity of the disaster.
So, you know, mosques is dealing with Muslims. They have certain customs. Couldn't even keep them customs. Why? Because they buried already.
Right.
Go ahead.
While many international rescue teams have left the vast quake zone, survivors were still emerging from under a multitude of flattened homes, defying all odds.
When they say flattened, they're not exaggerating.
No.
Right.
Y'all seen it. I've seen buildings fall on people trying to rescue other people.
Exactly. I seen that.
You seen that
clip.
That thing crazy.
It just fell like Lego blocks.
Crazy.
You get squashed like a bug, man.
Literally.
You get disintegrated. It just become
the concrete
graffiti.
And all that. Yeah.
Right. It looked like you ever remember Power Rangers? The niggas would be fighting, and they just be falling all over the buildings. That's what I know. It's funny, but that's what Turkey looked like after the earthquake. It looked like doggone kaiju's fighting out in the street. What's the name of that movie?
Who's that?
Pacific
Rim.
Right.
Like
well, to give them more of a realistic event that happened. Many of us know what happened in 9/11. Yeah, we've seen the videos of the Twin Towers crumbling and falling, and the aftermath of when the towers have fell. That's you multiply that by daggone 50.
Yeah, times
with
50.
Turkey.
Because remember, 9/11, only about 4,000.
I was about to touch that.
Died. Go ahead.
Right. No. The numbers we just read was 45,000 During the Twin Towers in 9/11 was only a little over 4,000.
So you said tenfold.
Yes.
It's multiplied by 10. 10 9/11s just happened over there.
Right.
By God.
Uh-oh.
They don't think.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold up. You know what? They don't think the Most High did it. Could you read that again in Amos 3?
Yes, sir.
And 7? I just got one precept that read.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
These are questions, right? These are questions that the prophets are asking. Read.
Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it?
So that's the question he's asking. Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Everybody's saying Satan. There's some red man walking around with horns in his head. Let's find out who this person that made the evil. Give me Isaiah 45 and verse 7.
Yeah, we just get ready to go there, right?
Oh, he's about to go there? Okay.
No, it's a different one. You got it.
Okay.
I had a different one.
Isaiah 45. I think he was going over Isaiah 29. I know what he went.
Yeah.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
I form the light. I create darkness.
Hear that? He said, I formed the light in the beginning and create darkness, just like we read in Genesis chapter 1. Read.
I make peace.
I make who?
I make peace.
So the Most High said, I'm the one that makes the peace on the earth. And what?
And create evil.
He said what?
And create evil.
Read.
I, the Lord, do all these things.
He said, I do all these things. Evil things, good things.
That's right.
That's heavy.
That's very much.
All right. So is that it on that article? Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
So we just touched on that, and we said there's a connection. Now we just read evil twice. It was like, well, evil. We're not being specific. Isaiah 29 now. Let's get a little more specific, and we're gonna touch on that connection.
Hey, for you Christians out there, some of these scriptures and this topic you'll never hear in your church by your pastor. They're not dealing with stuff like this. So make sure y'all listening up, tuning in to what's coming out. Hey, pay attention to the times.
Right. Hey, you got that? Is that the account for Haiti, the Haitian earthquake? They got IT got an article pulled out about the Haiti earthquake. Y'all got a number there? Yeah. Okay. So it says 2,248 died in the Haitian earthquake. So this was twice that amount.
Right.
And that was a lot. The Haitian earthquake was devastating.
And it says there at least 100. Go back. 137,500 buildings were damaged or destroyed.
Right.
Right. So it says above that, an estimate of 650,000 people were in need of assistance. But what we read there in Turkey, it said millions.
Millions.
See, this is why you don't want to play with the Most High.
Right.
This why the Israelites, we on the street every day, 365 days a year. We got classes running, trying to warn our people of the incoming danger that's coming.
That's
what y'all seeing right now with the earthquakes and the 45,000 people being put to death. And listen, that's just a little taste of what's really coming.
Taste.
I'm telling you. So y'all better take heed. The Most High is trying to wake our people up, and with these disasters that's coming on, it's a big one that's really coming.
It's a difference of when you say one place was destroyed, but the whole entire areas was destruction.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So you look at destruction. Destruction is more like a mass volume versus destroyed.
Yeah,
right. And the Harem just showed me the figures was actually got up to it reached up because right now the Turkey death total is growing.
Right.
Wow.
So we ain't at the end. They ain't went through all that rubble yet. That just happened. So in the Haitian earthquake, tribe of Levi, it reached
222.
No, 316,000 deaths. So you can only imagine with Turkey, the way it's growing.
And let me bring this up. Over there on that side of the world, I don't know if people pay attention. That side of the world stay in turmoil.
Yeah,
right.
And it's a reason for that.
That's right.
Because you got the war in Ukraine going on. Mm-hmm. You got the Arabs always trying to fight. The Palestinians always trying to fight with Israel. And now this.
Right.
It's a reason why that side of the world will not be, because they want to say bring peace to the Middle East. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Until the blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans return to their homeland,
that's right,
which is Israel, which is Jerusalem, there will never be peace.
That's forget it.
Boom.
Forget it.
What IT at? Come on, brothers.
You got
They
a
ran
script
out.
you gonna pull?
Yeah, go second Ezra's 9:1.
Uh-oh.
The book of Second Ezra,
In the spirit.
chapter 9 and verse 1.
Let's give him a little volume.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Second Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered.
Hold on, he got it. Officer got it.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
So measure the time diligently. That's what we're talking about here. Why does this matter what we're talking about? Because we're measuring the time before the end.
Right.
God always tells you to watch. Read.
And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before.
Now the signs, it's not going to be no supernatural stuff. It's going to be what we're seeing. We're showing you the signs right now. The Lord is showing you these earthquakes. He's going to show you something else as well. We're going to go into that a little bit later. Stuff in the skies. Come on.
Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world.
Wow. Well, read it again.
Read that one more time. That ending part. It's the ending
They're just
part.
coming out of church. They may not have heard it.
They ain't heard.
They didn't hear it good.
Verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Whoa, that's heavy.
Right.
Man, the highest. We know who that is.
Oh yeah,
He will begin to visit the world that he have made. You didn't hear this in church.
right.
Let's read on.
Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes.
Seen what?
Earthquakes.
So what is the earth? It can't be Satan because it said that's when the Most High begins to visit.
Right.
He said, well, these signs I'm about to tell. He just said in verse 1, these signs I'm about to show you and tell you about. That's how you know the Most High is beginning to visit. Read on.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes
The sign of earthquakes. Read.
and uproars of the people in the world.
Nah.
Man.
Ain't everybody mad right now?
Yeah.
And everything.
Man.
Do you know over there? I think it's France and mostly on the eastern half of the world,
Right.
continually rioting and protesting.
And even here, you
And
had
they turn it down on TV. Go ahead.
right. Even here, you had the storm of the Capitol.
That's right.
All right.
And more things coming.
More things.
Because what
Uproars of the people.
there's always some kind of uproar of the people. But really over there, I think Canada had something. But really over there, in I think the France area, I can't think of who else. I'm going to have to look it up. There's always some kind of protest. There's
Right.
a lot of people against vaccinations and all kinds of stuff.
I think they just recently had one in Brazil, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, Brazil, they went in there and it was attacking people,
Right.
government officials.
Right.
Because that was a big time one. They just rushed it. They had video of the whole thing. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Dang. He said that. He already talked about what was going to happen, but we ain't been reading the book.
Right.
People been holding the book and preaching to us. We ain't been reading the book. He been explaining this for a long time.
Bring it out.
Let's go to the next article. So the point of that, reading that right there, the Most High said he gonna visit the earth, earthquakes, uproars of the people.
Hey, before we go there, I want to read just a couple of titles about the uproars of the people. This is a newscast called The Watchman newscast.
Right.
And everything that they be posting about their articles, just look at the titles. It says, an Israeli's general warns about growing Iranian drones.
Oh.
Then another title, U.S. and Europe condemns Israel. Then another title, terror strikes in Jerusalem. Then another title, stop Iran but anger Russia. So it's just ongoing uproars. It's consistently going on over there, man.
Yep. Nothing but issues. But even still, just real quick before we even get to this here about the earthquakes. You know, people think that the Most High won't do nothing like that. Where there's people around and all that stuff. You know, let's get numbers real quick. Number 16 and 31. Let's read that so we can see how the Most High actually got down when it comes to earthquakes. You got that? Number 16,
And why
31.
they getting that? It was January 8th. Brazil had a riot. They call that remember the January 6th over here in Brazil is the January 8th.
I remember that.
Yeah, read that.
The book of Numbers, chapter 16 and verse 31. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground caved asunder that was under them.
You see that? That the ground claved asunder that was under them. Read.
And the earth opened her mouth.
So what is this opening of her mouth? Y'all see that?
Sounds very familiar.
Exactly. So there has to be a shake,
Right.
right? In order for the earth to open her mouth, right? Read on.
And swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appertained unto Korah and all their gods. Good,
Read.
They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them. And they perished from among the congregation.
And they perished from among the congregation. Read on.
And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them. For they said, let's the earth swallow us up also.
See that? Let's the earth swallow us up also.
Right.
So the Most High will bring, how do you say it? Catastrophic?
Catastrophe.
Yeah, what do you say?
Catastrophe.
Catastrophic.
Catastrophic events. Where there were multiple people end up losing their lives, whether it's by earthquakes, tornadoes, and different things to that nature. This here, the earth opened up.
Right.
Okay, earth opened up. So therefore, it's like that. It has to be some type of shaking.
Right.
It just ain't gonna just open up like that.
Definitely, they'll definitely. If the earth opened up, that is an earthquake.
Yes.
They'll say a fault line. A fault line has appeared. No, a mouth just opened up.
Right.
God is swallowed, and then he closed the mouth back.
Like it had some teeth or something like that.
Yeah, teeth, and chewed you up. You know, you got ground up. You got chewed up and became part of the earth. I found another. What I was looking for, France. In France, just about a month ago, and then they did it again 6 days ago. They are protesting about working. 1 million people were protesting a month ago. A million. A real million
That's
man
a lot
march.
of
Not the one that
Bring it out.
we went to with Farrakhan and them a couple of years back. That was not 1 million people.
Right.
Maybe half or something.
Right.
This is 1 million people went out there on the streets. They burning stuff, tearing stuff up over there. And then 6 days ago, they're back at it again because of President Macron. So they protesting, rioting, their uproars of the people all over the world.
So
go to Isaiah 29.
So what the people look at as news, the Most High tells us to pay attention to these signs and wonders.
Right.
Yeah, he said, watch.
Watch and
the
pray.
news. And that's the most controlled thing they have here is the news. Like, don't y'all hate watching the news? It's like there's always a spin to it. It's like whatever network you watching, they spin the news to, like, if you watch CNN, they spin it against the conservatives. If you watch Fox News, they spin it against them. Don't nobody want to tell the truth. They want to control what you think.
Bring it out.
What you know.
The news to me right now, because I love watching it.
Yeah.
It's like watching a basketball game. Literally.
The opposing
because
side.
when they start.
Well, of course we all watch it. I'm just saying, hate they lie just to cover their agenda.
But you see, it's like this here. When they tell a little bit of truth, you cheering like, tell the truth. Then when they lie, you like, you damn. Start throwing stuff at the TV. It's like watching sports to me. I love it.
Let's read that real quick.
What verse you want?
6.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 6. Bring it out. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder.
Hold on. Read it again.
Thou shalt be visited.
Remember it said in 2nd Ezra, the Lord gonna visit you.
Right.
You shall be visited, read.
Of the Lord of hosts.
How you gonna show up?
With thunder.
He's gonna come with thunder. Read.
And with earthquakes.
That's how Most High shows up. It's earthquakes. That's God on the scene.
That's right.
Read.
And great noise. With storm and tempest.
The storm is killing people. Storm and tempest. That's hurricanes, tornadoes. Who there? The Lord is in that. Read.
And the flame of devouring fire.
Whether it's California or Australia, wherever them fires just a fire popped up out of nowhere.
Right.
No, it ain't out of nowhere.
The forest fires and all that stuff.
Yeah, the Lord is in there. Have you seen the California fires? They driving through there. It was like hell on earth.
Yes.
How can the Lord not be there?
Sometimes they got a fire tornado in them.
Oh yeah, I seen those.
Yeah.
I seen those. You can't tell me that ain't God.
Right.
Who lit the tornado on fire? Let's go to that next article. So we talked about things in the sky. Let's read about this.
Senator warns people to lock your doors after classified hearing on UFOs.
What are these people talking about? What's going on here? What are these people talking about?
What's the connection?
What's the connection? You said lock your doors. I thought that was stuff on movies.
Right.
Nowhere to run.
Hey, what's that movie? What's the movie? It's called Signs, right?
Yeah.
Signs. That was a good movie. Yeah.
Hey, you better grab your baseball bat.
Why they making African noises?
Uh-oh.
Oh man. And why were they allergic to water?
Dang.
Yeah.
There's Dusty him. Oh, let's read this though. Let's go into it. So we have to make a difference about what's going on in the skies. There's some misconceptions, and then we're gonna show you what's really in the skies. So let's read on.
Load up.
Load up a little bit.
A Louisiana senator has advised citizens to lock your doors following a classified briefing to lawmakers on the unidentified objects shot down over the weekend.
All right, so y'all been watching the news. What are they talking about? The balloons and stuff.
Wow.
People been shooting down balloons.
So this is kind of like when they changed the definition on Google for a word that we use a lot.
Right.
So we used to use UFO to being like, little alien guys, like the movie Signs, right?
The movie Signs.
And then now they're talking about real man-made objects, but they call them UFOs.
Yeah.
Come on.
But they know it, and we're going to clear up the confusion because then they start talking about they shot them down. Oh, you ain't shoot down what we going to read about.
Right.
Because we're not done with the connection. The connection got something to do with the Most High and His angels. But let's read down a little more. So they shot down, if y'all been paying attention, there's been some balloon activity. And
What they say? What do you call it? A wooden basket with a sheet.
yeah, we wouldn't bet
flying
with the
down.
sheet over there. What do you call it? Hot air balloons. Now, I ain't going to sleep on it now. If Russia wanted to, or who is it? China?
China.
If they, United States of America, Babylon the Great, they got all the defensive. You're the devil. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. They up over there.
Well, I know that.
But they have the technology to block these things. They probably
Right.
let that thing come through. You see Biden let it go over. But really, China could have had a nuke just strapped to it.
Well, Biden has set up this. I think in the press conference he had, he said something about he wanted to talk to the president of China.
Yes.
And tell him that we are about competition or something like that, and not war or making enemies or threaten the citizens of each country. But he said we should be about competition.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah, that was a.
They
Now
have
I see why you look at the news like it's sports because
Yeah, because that's what
he said some hidden stuff in there.
Right.
So let's read now.
4 objects have been shot down over North America airspace since February 4th.
That's not long. That's like a couple weeks. The past 2 weeks.
The first was identified by the Pentagon as a Chinese surveillance balloon.
I mean, they were looking at all your stuff. They passed right over sensitive military sites and all that. Come on.
But the U.S. Defense Department has not confirmed the nature of the remaining 3 objects. Intelligent officials are considering as a leading explanation that these could be tied to commercial or research entities and benign,
meaning they're harmless.
The White House said on Tuesday.
So scroll down. I want to see what you're talking about. Lock your door. Come on down. Go up. Did you pass it? Yeah, find me that part where he says lock your. There he is, right there, right there. John Kennedy. Come down a little bit. Scroll down, other way, right there.
Lock your doors tonight. Senator John Kennedy classified hearing on air phenomena.
So that's what the senator told you. Yeah, it might be benign, but lock your doors. Scroll back up. Talk about a mixed message. People don't know what the hell going on.
Right.
They got a lot of people nervous and scared.
You got to think about it. Let's think about this, right? They allow this quote unquote Chinese spy balloon to hover over United States residents, right?
Yeah.
But yet, what happened about 2 or 3 years ago? What was the major event that happened here in America about 2 or 3 years ago? COVID. Right? COVID happened.
Come from China.
Right.
You don't find that
It is a China virus.
That's how we get new versions all the time. They just got balloons just spraying us.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. You had Trump literally say it's the Chinese virus.
Yeah.
It's the Wuhan virus, but you're going to allow a Chinese balloon to come over into the United States space, or what do they say?
Airspace.
Airspace.
High altitude is way up there.
And say this is a competition.
Yeah, it's the size of 3 buses too. They never really explained to you how big. It was the size of 3 buses. It was huge.
Right.
It was 200 feet tall. Literally, it was 200 feet tall. They'd be like, it was a balloon. That thing is taller than most houses. What? And it weighed, how much did it weigh? I think it was capable of carrying tons.
Wow.
See,
But get off.
see what it is, and for you people that believe in America and their military, America, it's just showing you America gonna get caught slipping. That's what you need to look at. You need to look at the big scope, because a lot of you think America's military is invincible. Nobody can touch them, but I'm telling y'all,
Whatever.
the Bible say they gonna get touched.
They're gonna get touched now.
Real bad.
Hey, and the thing is too about this balloon that they're talking about, right? It didn't take them long to find out that this came from the Chinese, right?
Right.
So why is it taking them so long to find out what are these other 3 objects in the air?
You don't find that suspicious?
I do.
You see, it's a little strange there. Like Umar, what do you say again?
You don't find that suspicious?
That is very, 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 very suspicious right there.
It is suspicious, Dr. Umar.
Okay, so it's 4 objects. They said it was 3.
Right. And they don't even know what they are. They can't really tell you side. They don't want to tell you.
No.
They don't want to tell you what's going on. The truth will scare the hell out you.
Lock your doors.
Yeah, lock your doors. I'm reading right here. It says CBS News, suspected Chinese spy balloon shot down over Atlantic was taller than the Statue of Liberty.
Thanks.
That thing ain't short.
That's a big thing.
And just imagine the Statue of Liberty just floating over you. Full of COVID.
Hey, that's like them big floating balloons in Spider-Man in the movie.
Right.
Doing that parade.
Yeah, that first Spider-Man movie. Odd reference to bring up right now. But I felt like it was directed at somebody. But
Shots fired.
But they think they shot them down. And some people think, oh, that's aliens. Go to the next article. Some people think, oh, it's aliens or something. They might be, nah.
Yeah, it's a false hope. They're making you think they got it.
Right.
They ain't got it now, I'm telling you.
How long is this clip with Joey? We got President Joey. It's 8 minutes. That's too long.
Hey, they signed them off with a clean bill, health bill.
They did?
Yeah, they
Joe
did.
Biden?
Yeah, they say he was healthy.
Healthy.
Yeah, but
I mean, for a corpse, he looks pretty good. Pretty good for the reanimated dead.
He's not going to remember none of the stuff he said last
The
week.
Last of Us?
Yeah. He's pretty good for a corticeps monster. For
That
a
damn-
clicker.
They're going weekends at Bernie's.
Yeah, it's pretty good for that. Go to the next article. Clean bill of health. All right.
Return of the living.
Yeah, that's
dead.
good. Right there. Now this is outside America. Somebody read this? Might have to blow it up.
Blow it up. Romania, Moldova both report strange objects in their skies.
Now let's go on the other end of the spectrum. We just made some fun. The balloon situation over here. We got Spider-Man balloons floating around and stuff, and people are terrified. Lock your doors. Now we go over here, and this stuff gets missed. Nobody's looking at this. This ain't mainstream news. Say it again, but this is Newsbreak. Romania. Go ahead.
Romania briefly scrambled.
This is where Tate Brothers is. They over there.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate and them. They locked up over there. Come on.
Romania briefly scrambled military jets, and neighboring Moldova temporarily closed its airspace Tuesday after authorities in both countries reported mysterious weather balloon-like objects traversing their skies.
More balloons.
Come on, man.
Bring it out.
It says, listen, it said reported mysterious weather balloon-like.
Yeah.
Like objects. So it's similar.
Right.
They're not sure.
Not
It
sure.
looked like it.
They've seen a lot of signs. They got fear on them.
Yeah, exactly.
wordplay.
Now they delusional.
Right. Go on.
The incidents occurred at around midday local time and briefly raised concerns in the two Eastern European countries, both which border Ukraine and have been affected by Russia's war.
There it is.
Dang. Keep going.
Romania's defense ministry said it deployed 2 jets that are under NATO command to its southeastern skies to seek an aerial object it described as being small with characteristics similar to a weather balloon. It had been detected initially by radar systems in Romania airspace at an altitude of about 11,000 meters.
Okay, so we can drop that.
That's 36,000 feet.
Yes, hit the next article. So a lot of panic over these. I know I done let balloons go when I was a kid, and they just went up there. And nobody chased them with a jet. It's like they're looking for other stuff. Other stuff.
Yeah, I saw some on YouTube.
I like that.
Saw something on YouTube. I forgot what his name is, but he's that famous YouTuber that Edomite, who basically does those videos where he like tells people if they put their hand on a car and they don't let their hand go, they keep the car. Things like that. Yeah. Mr. Beast, that's what it's called. Oh yeah. But he said what happens when you let 10 million balloons go at one time, and he got in trouble for it. Really? Because it like messed up the airspace. Like so I guess it's a whole bunch of him doing some stuff around the world.
He's behind it.
He's behind it.
Let's go to North Carolina. There we go. Dang. Now we in North Carolina. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see if this is balloons.
Where you said we were?
North Carolina.
Okay.
Do people still say that?
I'm not sure.
Tar Heel State.
Yeah, he from New York. He from New York.
Hey,
Tar Heel State,
Brooklyn. You stay over there, man.
The borough changes every.
It does every time. Jamaica, Queens. You stay over there. Go ahead. You got it. Y'all just had it up. Come on, IT. Y'all just had it. The picture.
One?
North Carolina.
Right above that one.
I don't know where Harem is from.
Right there.
Mars. We're talking about UFOs.
From Mars.
No.
All right, this is from Newsbreak. Can we read that and
pull it up?
Go down to the red.
The red.
He circled it for you on purpose.
Yeah, we did.
Come on.
He Harem-proofed it.
He said,
Take a look in our book, a reading rainbow.
North Carolina rating. North Carolina was rated 8th in U.S. UFO sightings for January 2023.
No, wait a minute.
We just coming into
This just started.
Just
we
happened.
already setting records.
Hey, look, that's not even last month. I mean, it's we are the month after.
Yeah,
but shit, this month ain't even over with.
Nah.
Let me read again. North Carolina was rated 8th in U.S. UFO sightings for January 2023.
That's out of 50 states. Come on.
With 14 cases filed.
It's only been a month. That means half the month you saw unidentified flying objects.
Message.
Half the month. Every other day you saw something. Somebody saw something or someone reported something. That don't mean that it probably was every day.
and they're not drones.
No. Now we're getting into the real stuff. Now before we is that a balloon? I think it was a balloon. Now it's like every day we see something.
Bring it out. This is in the U.S.
Right.
The 8th. So just imagine the 7 before it in all the other states.
Shoot. Yeah, they're not even talking about that. Come on.
According to the MUFON February 2023 newsletter, North Carolina shared the ratings with Washington.
Whoa.
Oh, so it's tied with Washington. Come on.
California topped
There it is.
Here we go.
California topped the list with 62 reports.
Wow.
62. Wait a minute. 62?
62.
In a month? Back when I was a kid, you'd be lucky to get 20 the whole entire, you know what I'm saying? As long as you've been alive, you only heard like 20 sightings or something like that. That's all they have on the little documentaries. Just one sighting.
Right.
Now this is 62 reports in 1 month.
Exactly. And I want y'all to understand about these particular objects and what they were saying in the last article we read. Notice that they use the word light and similar.
Yeah.
Right? They know what a weather balloon looked like because they allowed the Chinese spy weather balloon to come on over. And they left it alone and they said nothing.
They left it alone.
And the minute that they downed it with the understanding that it came from China.
You don't find that suspicious?
These here.
And talk to the people that made it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Smoke screen.
But these here, they saying that it's light and similar,
You're right.
they don't know what it is.
I wonder
This balloon stuff is new. What else?
No, I was going to say, I just wonder who they go to report to, because it says they report to Washington, D.C.
They now have a place to submit reports because they take it quote unquote serious. They always took it seriously, but now they're using the power of the people to track it because it's so numerous. It's not as much as it was back then. It's multiplied. I mean, 62 in a month. It was never like that.
That is just one state. Like, we got to look at it. This is the entire country, all 52 states. In one state, in 1 month, was 62 reports.
That's a lot.
Several times a day.
It's a lot.
Twice a day, they saw UFOs.
Right.
On average, twice a day, someone saw a UFO. That's crazy. In that big old state, that's crazy.
Hey, you know what, too? To come think about it, you know that thing you brought out? You said all these sightings is around like a lot of military bases, right? So you look at North Carolina on the East Coast, you got Fort Bragg, you got Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, you got Camp Lejeune, Cherry Point. You know, you got all these military bases in North Carolina. Then you go to California, you got 29 Palms. You got San Diego. They got a big Navy base. They got other Army. They got all kind of bases there too.
So also, you making correlation with Independence Day. They whenever we watched the first one, they attacked all the military bases in the first movie.
Wow, that's it. And we're gonna get who day is. It's in the Bible.
I didn't say who it was.
It's in the Bible.
They said 1 hour.
Yeah. We got. It's a 2-parter, y'all. Y'all gotta get your Bibles out, your notebooks. It's 2-parter. We really gonna go.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that movie Battle in Los Angeles?
Yes.
Then you know what we talking about.
Exactly.
I like
exactly.
That
It's the purpose why, like what Officer Nayan was bringing out. I think mentioned that to you, right? About
the military.
Yeah, the military. Right. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But it's a purpose why these can I say chariots? No, quote unquote UFOs. We're gonna keep it on that line
until part two.
For right now.
Yeah.
All right now. There's a reason why they flying and they're so close to the areas where there's military bases at.
Message.
Okay, because we know the military bases, they could do what? Bring destruction.
Right.
Correct? So the I'm about to say it again.
can't
UFOs are there for a reason. We're gonna bring that out too.
Yeah.
We're gonna touch on that.
You're a prophet officer. You're just saying the words in the Bible. You're all right.
Absolutely.
You're all right.
Absolutely.
Read on.
There were 37 triangle cases reported nationally in January 2023.
37 triangle. Now the shape has changed. That ain't balloons. They said these are triangle. When you read the whole article, it's talking about triangle shaped sightings.
Bring it out.
I mean, they got some points into them.
Right.
You know, the Bible talk about that shape as well. Not just a balloon. So these ain't balloons.
No, they're not.
These here ain't balloons.
So what they're gonna say now is a boomerang?
Yeah, the Aussies. A didgeridoo.
Hey, so if I go on top of the
Crikey.
what do you call it, the Empire State Building, and throw a frisbee out there, they're going some fighter jets.
Yeah, some jets gonna come down there and take it out with a Stinger missile.
Come on, man.
Nah, this is going into something different. Something else is going on. Next article. So we're making a difference. What's going on in the skies? Some people's like, okay, China's doing balloons. There's research balloons over there. And then there's some things. Kellel held some math up a minute ago. I'm like, what is all this math? He said, if you got 62 sightings over 12 months, that's 744 sightings a year.
Shoot. Say that again.
In one state, if you have 62 sightings a month, over 12 months, it's 744 sightings in a year.
Is that right? It's called.
Man, I don't know about heart, but it sounds right.
Mayan builder over here. He don't even know what the numbers said.
You got times about 50 afterwards.
Oh boy.
Yeah, about 50 states.
So it makes sense why they trying to create this space force.
Yeah, there you go.
Because they know it's something up there.
Absolutely.
They can't control. They can't tame. They trying to figure it out.
Lock your doors.
They trying to hide it from us and sweep it under the rug. But let me tell y'all something, brothers and sisters. Our army is being formulated.
Exactly. And speak of that Space Force thing, why does the United States need another force?
Right.
Bring it out.
Right? To add to it. They got what? What is the branches of the military, Officer Nayan?
You got the Army.
You got the Army.
Got the Air Force.
Air Force that's in the air already.
The Marines.
You got the Marines, ground troops.
The Navy.
You got the Navy that's dealing with the water.
And the Coast Guard.
And you got the Coast Guards too that's guarding the United States coastal line. So now they have the 6th branch of the military, which is the Space Force.
Yep.
They're up there in space for a reason.
Bring it out.
Get
And also, and then they have weapons
Yeah.
that you ain't never seen.
Exactly.
Now, Neil deGrasse Tyson, we were talking about this in the car.
Right.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, the black guy, he's the astronomer, however you say it. People love to ask him questions about space and whatnot. He was explaining to Joe Rogan, there's no purpose for space weapons hitting the ground. He said it makes no sense. And he kept throwing it in there for them to hit the ground. It's useless to use it on the ground because it's like we have missiles. We have intercontinental ballistic missiles already. They get here in 45 minutes. He said, we got the ability to blow up a city in 45 minutes. We don't need that from space. He said, and then it's not for shooting down another satellite.
Right.
Because then the debris from another satellite would mess up your own satellite.
Right.
Because now it's traveling at 18,000 miles per hour up there. He says it makes no sense to have space weapons to hit the ground. What are the weapons for? He didn't go into this part, but what we know, weapons are pointing outwards.
Yep.
We're looking for something coming here or someone coming here, coming back that they don't want to see.
I gotta mention a movie. I just watched it.
Come on. Hey, you got a movie?
Yes, man.
He got a movie. John.
Y'all seen Men in Black 3?
Oh,
I
thought he was going to hit me with something that's going to knock me out my seat.
Y'all got it's heavy. It's heavy. So the Boglodytes, they basically are a race that come and consume any planet, and he's basically super strong. And they imprison him in the moon. That's what they do. In that movie, they imprison him in the moon. And I never caught it until I watched it the 3rd time. You know what I'm saying? But basically, he goes back. Will Smith has to go back in time to save his partner. And the Boglodyte, he lost his arm. So he wanted to get his arm back. And you got to think about it, he's supposed to be Christ. He's supposed to be, our people coming to invade the earth. Because that's what the Bible speaks of course, the ones that read. And then, so he goes back in time to destroy the memory of his brother. You know what I'm saying? Of somebody he cares about. One is black, which is Will Smith, and the other one's Esau, which is his partner. I forgot his name is Jay. What was the other guy's name? K. So like when the movie's heavy, but one of the things they use is like a little gadget that they put on the Apollo on the first mission to the moon, and it protects the Earth and it destroys the Boglodytes and they can't invade the Earth. So it's like they're trying to put it in there that they're going to create this weapon that can stop the invasion. You know what I'm saying? So it's real good at the end of the movie. You just got to catch it.
Yeah, there's a lot to catch right there.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Well, I get you saying.
Watch, when you guys got today, you
Earth defense weapon. Gotcha. Go to the video UFO sightings from History Channel.
It's the old school history?
Yeah, old school History Channel.
Yeah, they don't do this no more.
Remember, it said, read that again, Isaiah 29, where you get that pulled up. Is there a timestamp for this?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm and tempest.
Said you'll be visited.
And the flame of devouring fire.
Go to Isaiah 66:15.
No, I think we can start from the beginning.
Start from the beginning?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and play that video.
Authorities say they don't know what they are, but there appears to be a growing problem of unidentified objects flying through the sky.
That sounds familiar.
All across America in 2019, civilians and military personnel were witnessing bizarre craft.
What did you say? Back up. Hold.
Yeah. You
back up a little bit.
Oh man, this
Play
is
that.
old. This ain't recent.
All across America in 2019, civilians and military personnel were witnessing bizarre craft.
Okay, stop. It says civilian and military personnel were doing what? Was watching this thing. So how you got military personnel? We just spoke about Space Force, right? They're looking and like, what in the world is this? That's not a weather balloon.
No, it's not a weather balloon.
This is not a weather balloon. This is not a drone.
They've been looking at it. Yeah, they've been looking at this. They say military because that's official.
Exactly.
Before it was Billy Bob. He's drunk. He out there in the field with the cactuses doing stuff he ain't supposed to. He on meth and he thought he saw something. That's what it was before.
Hey, you know what it reminded me of what you just said?
What?
Remember on Independence Day, the guy that was drunk?
Yeah. The dude, they always say, he come in the bar, he's like, yeah, they took me up.
They're like, what did they do to you when you was inside of there?
Did they probe you? I know y'all don't believe me.
Hey, what's that game you showed me? What's that game off the radio you showed me with Nehemiah and they used to play where they probe the people?
Oh, Destroy All Humans.
Destroy All Humans.
Yeah,
Man.
that's everything going on. He got like a probe. He shoot out of a gun. But play on.
Texas, 13 reported sightings of flying discs. In Florida, 27 fireballs. 40 sightings of floating triangles over California.
Whoa.
Pause.
Yeah.
That's old numbers.
Hey.
Listen, that's California.
Right.
It said 40.
40, right.
That's 2019 numbers. I think they said 2019.
Yeah.
So 2023, how many was it again?
62, I believe the number was.
Like 62. The
20
numbers
more.
is up.
It's
20
up.
more.
Yep.
It's not
And,
getting. It's not
and
getting
look at the places of where the sightings are mostly
Right.
visible at. It said Florida, right? What else? California. Both of those is at the ends of the United States.
On the coastline, that's right.
On the coastlines. Read on. I mean, well,
Play on.
play on.
Texas, 13 reported sightings of flying discs. In Florida, 27 fireballs. 40 sightings of floating triangles over California.
What the is that, homie?
But in North Carolina, there were over 50 sightings of something else.
Okay, pause. It says, but in North Carolina, there was what?
50 sightings.
50 sightings. 50 sightings.
That was like a year. That was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now we had, how many? We had like,
But just in January, we
just
should
in
get ready to bring it
January,
up.
we making numbers. We
Right.
already about halfway there. Go ahead.
Wing orbs.
Howdy there, Sean. Good to see you.
Oh, yeah, you too, man. What a gorgeous day.
Yeah, this is beautiful, man.
Lou Elizondo is meeting with a former Marine who wants to be known simply as Sean. In his over 10 years of military service, he never saw anything like what he witnessed one night off the Carolina coast.
So, Sean, I know a little bit about your background, but do you mind giving me just a brief picture of your life in the military?
Yeah, I joined the Marines in 91. I became a reconnaissance Marine in 96. It's a Marine that's forward observer behind enemy lines, surveillance, information collection.
So he's not some local. That's not
Yeah, he's not a fly by
He's
night.
trained to get information.
Exactly.
Foot troop.
He's not going to report false information.
So he's tuned to know these particular type of things that's coming up that is not, you know, is strange.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and he's like in the special ops. Like he's like a ranger in the army, but he's a reconnaissance in the Marines. It's like a special ops. Marine, you got to go to school for that thing.
Really?
Play on.
For 2019, Sean was heading home after a fishing trip.
Coming in, and instead of going to the boat ramp, I just went on into Carolina Beach, kind of tooling around. It was a beautiful evening. I noticed an orb over my head, like not directly over, but maybe 150 feet in the air, kind of following me. I was traveling about 5 knots. Like, oh, okay, somebody's got a drone.
See?
First thought. I was like, oh, I couldn't hear it.
So stop. Hold up.
Motor.
So you notice he said first thought is that
Somebody
it's
got
a
a
drone.
drone.
Somebody got a drone.
That's that nervous thought.
Exactly.
I don't want it to be what I know it is.
That's the excuse.
I want it to be something else.
That's the excuse. Good.
Super quiet. So if a drone was buzzing, 150 feet, I'd be able to hear it. It was a round, circular orb, reddish orange. And it had a haze glow around it. It wasn't sharp edges at all. Man, maybe 5 feet in diameter.
So it had a color to it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Orangish red.
So I took note of it.
Hit pause real quick.
Pause. We're going to have to go there.
Yeah.
Hey,
what
he
color is
gonna
it?
go in deep. He says an orange reddish color.
Give me Ezekiel.
That's the color amber.
Give
me Ezekiel.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
We got enough time.
He gonna
to get
say
this.
something else too.
Let's get Ezekiel real quick while we got some time. He said the color amber.
Yeah.
Give me Ezekiel
Going
chapter
into Ezekiel,
1,
right.
verse 4.
Bring it out.
Wait, give me somebody else give me Isaiah 66 real quick.
I got that.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 66 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
We've been talking about it. He will come with fire. Read.
And with his chariots.
He was what?
And with his chariots.
The UFOs, the real ones, are God's chariots.
That's
Read on.
Like a whirlwind.
Like a what?
Like a whirlwind.
Read on.
To render his anger with fury. And his rebuke with flames of fire.
Now let's go to Ezekiel real quick. 1 verse 4.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 1 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north.
Which we just read about. The Lord is coming. Read.
A great cloud.
And it's also known as a cloud. Read.
And a fire enfolding itself.
That's that brightness round about it. It looks like a fire enfolding upon itself.
Hey, and actually, if y'all remember from the movie Independence Day, before the chariot even showed up, they had the fire that was rolling in front of the chariot.
Yes, it did.
That's right.
Yes, it did. Come on.
And a brightness was about it. And out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber.
What color?
As the color of amber.
Nathan, what color was that? You just held that up. Brown, right? It's like a brownish.
Like an orange.
Orange.
Right.
Like a maybe orange, dark as orange. You
Dark
know,
orange. And that's what if y'all can't see the footage, but he's showing that color above him. He said he reported it was orange.
Right.
Come on.
Out of the midst of the fire.
Out of the midst of the fire. Man, play on.
He gonna say something else, but watch.
So I stop, look, listen, smell. You know, the basic instincts will follow me forever. I felt it was following me. I was traveling about 5 knots, 20, 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's deliberate.
Yeah.
I mean, usually if it's starting to go in front of you or behind you, then you said it matched your speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
That thing took off.
Pause. Notice he said it whether it go in front of you or behind you. Right? It'll match your speed.
It'll match your speed.
Notice he said it was quiet. The last time we heard of something like this was when the chariots was leading Israel.
Bring it out.
That's right.
Y'all remember that, right? It was red. It was fire.
It was a cloud by day and a fire by night.
Exactly.
But you didn't know the first sightings were in the Bible.
Exactly.
Thousands of years before. Was it 500 something? Book of Ezekiel, when is that? 580? Austin Nahum? Like 500 something BC.
579 BC.
Yeah, five, way before Christ came.
Right.
The first sighting.
Exactly.
Hey, guess what? That's about our time. We're gonna leave you with let's get one more script for him. Go back to Isaiah 29.
Interesting.
You want 6 again?
Stuff. Yeah.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts.
That's the main thing. Y'all getting visited. Come on.
With thunder and with earthquake.
That's how we know, because we're going to tie it in. I guess we have to tie it in next show. Something popped up before the earthquake, but you're going to have to tune in next show to find out.
That's right.
Come on.
And great noise with storm and tempest and with flame of devouring fire.
Wow. So, hey, that's our show. That's part 1. We're going to come back next week, let you know what's really going on up there in the skies. Hey, you can email us at armorofgodradio@gmail.com. We got a physical location at 111 South Market Street, Benson, North Carolina, 27504. 111 South Market Street, Benson, North Carolina, 27504. And call us at 1-855-484-4842, extension 7098. 1-855-484-4842, extension 7098. That's been our show. This is the
Armor of God, Armor of God radio show.
And with that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Happy peace.
Shalom, shalom.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is